Hello and welcome to Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda, and today we're going to give you an installment that you weren't prepared for. It was the Nosegay No Y Seam Sew Along. Now we're doing kind of both, one with Y seams and I have been asked to do one without Y seams because we have, I guess, a lot of beginners that would love to start on this, quilt along, the sew along that we're doing, but they just don't have the skills to do a Y seam. So basically we're going to give you a cheater nosegay pattern where you're making it from squares, rectangles, like half square triangles, and a beam block. Now the beam block is going to be your first drop, and that's going to be the cone of the nosegay. Now I've given it to you in two different formats because I don't know if you like template piecing or if you wanted English foundation piecing. So the pattern is going to be in the show notes below. This one will be easier, but it is an 8-inch scale. It's not going to be like one of the 4 that we've already drawn out. So this is like your 5th bonus way of doing things. So I would not recommend when you're doing it this way that you piece where all the points are together. So you're going to lay them out where they all go in one direction, or you can put them on point, because this way will produce a lot of bulk in your center and possibly in your center of your crown. So yeah, if you can avoid putting them this way where all 4 points or all 4 coins or the beam blocks are all pointed together, that'll probably save you some grief when you go to assemble your quilt top. But here we are, this is what we're going to do. Now, before we go any further, I would love you guys to go check out Eric at Treasure Heart Creations. Now Eric's been on YouTube for about a year, and he was doing his 52 blocks, 52 weeks. And I missed some of his blocks that he was doing because summer was busy. So I'm not sure if he's done his 52 blocks, 52 weeks yet. But he has some very cool modern twist ideas on some very old blocks that are just lovely. So if you check him out, go tell him Brenda from Conquering Mount Scrapmore sent you. And we'll see what we've got. The other thing is we have a Facebook group. And sometimes we drop patterns in there first. Sometimes, like there's advantages to being in the Facebook group, but there's also, we drop free patterns here on the YouTube as well, in case you're anti-Facebook. But let us know and come on in now. We got to get to the sewing. Okay, so from your pattern with the Nosegay No Y seams, you're going to have 2 choices, either foundation paper piecing or template piecing, and then you're going to have to make your templates out of your plastic and everything else. Now I have put in little marks in here, and you see there, those are important, and those are important to help you line up your fabric when you're doing your patchwork. So here is my patchwork that I've cut, and what happens is I've got this cute little thing going on here, just like so. Right? Now if I just sewed it and flipped it where I matched this up here, this is now too short, so I need to pull it up. And the only way that I know to get this working just perfect is to go like that and sew along here up, because I'm matching this tip here with this tip here, right? So if I match that up, it's perfect. So let's just sew that here, and I'll get this out of the way just a bit. Okay, and we'll get this done. How is your week going? Here, our week has been, hubby's still recovering from his surgery. It's kind of a scary time in this household, but it's okay. It's better now. I'm so glad he's home. I'm probably sleeping better now too. So, okay. So now, because this has been open, you've got this needle match position here. This, I was able to come up right here. I'll show it on this side. Maybe, no, you can't see it. I was able to come up with my thread right where those 2 pieces V together. So that might be, that's also really useful to have too. So I'm just going to finger press this out of the way very gently, because this edge is a bias, this is straight of grain, Right, so now I'm going to put this, and I'm going to match up this side with this down here. I know it's really hard to see this, but this is the advantage with cones. And you do have that little 1/4 inch hanging out, so you can needle match as well. So now I'm just going to hold this in place, and we're going to go all the way down. And I don't want to be over. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so now as I'm pressing this open, right, very gently pressing, you can see I have a perfect 1/4 intersection on both sides of that point, right? And that is going to help you when you're doing your cones for the bottom of your nosegay. But that's a really simple little block. It looks simple, and it is a simple block, but it's taking your time to line up on this edge so you have needle match, and on this edge down below so that you are not going too far down. And like I say, these little points right here help you do that. Okay, now also Marty Michelle makes a template where you can make this block, and those are, if you have the money for those templates, those are well worth the money, but it only makes one size. Like she groups them together, so I believe this one is a size D, where you get both this piece and these pieces, and you can make them. But yeah, you cut one reverse, right? Straight of grain is here, right? So yeah, that's important that your straight of grain be on the outside of your block. So now when you're doing the foundation paper piecing, you have a little more freedom, right, to make those precise points right there. And you just basically stitch around within the seam allowance at the end, and then you don't have to worry about straight of grain. So, and that will help you with this, you know, making the cone part of your nosegay. So I'll draft out what we're going to need for, like in both templates and for paper piece foundation for an 8-inch scale block, doing the crown, the colored crown, and the outer edge, the other edge. And that's a really quick way to doing a block too. So let's get to our ta-da moment. So this is our cute little beam block. Isn't that adorable? And we've done beam blocks before in other episodes, like different free patterns. We've kind of liked this shape a lot. I particularly like this half square rectangle shape as well. But this is so, it's one of those things. I like the shape. This is actually we'll put this in here. It's this right there. So that's going to be your bottom of your coin. But you are going to now, instead of missing the seams that would run here, you're going to have seams. So, but we are going to give you the rest of this, the crown and the edging, and hopefully in patchwork or in foundation paper piecing very soon, so that you will have it and you'll be able to work with it, because you don't want to do wide seams, right? So if you're a beginner, you're more than welcome to do it, but this will make an 8.5-inch quilt block, unfinished. So it's 8 inches finished. So you have to now figure out whether you have to make like 25 or 36 of them, but you're now doing them either by foundation paper piecing or patchwork. So it's one of those things that, it's easy enough to do. We can do this for you, because we understand that you're really a beginner, so I hope you have fun with this pattern. I really do. And if you check out Eric, please tell him Brenda sent you. Because, Eric gave me a shout out, I don't know how long ago, and I've never had the opportunity to give him a shout out back. So you take care. You have a wonderful week. Okay, take care. Bye. My husband and I would like to thank you for watching today. We're so happy about the way our channel has grown, and we just want to wish you so well in your journey along with us. Please like, share, and subscribe, and tell your friends. Now, the next thing is this quilt. We are wondering if you guys would like this quilt as a free sew along on this channel this fall, this coming fall, winter. We were kind of thinking that this one would be really fun to do. We could do it in a larger size or a smaller size, it's up to you, but this one was a lot of fun to make. And it's all, it lends itself to being hand stitched, but you can also do this on a sewing machine as well. So let us know in the comments below. Remember, share, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Okay, have a great week ahead. Bye!